Prince Andrew may be hiding from public view, but one mysterious royal visit has suddenly raised a much bigger question. Why did King Charles send one of his most powerful courtiers to Andrew's secluded cottage instead of going himself? The royal family is famous for its ironclad secrecy, but sometimes the silence tells a far bigger story than any public statement ever could. Right now, one quiet visit inside a secluded farmhouse at Sandringham has sparked intense speculation across Britain. This was not an ordinary visitor, not a family friend, not a private secretary, and certainly not King Charles himself. Instead, the man stepping out of that car was Richard Benyon, the Lord Chamberlain, one of the most senior and powerful figures in the entire royal household. When someone at that level suddenly spends hours behind closed doors with Prince Andrew, people immediately start asking one uncomfortable question: what exactly is happening behind palace walls? This channel explores the hidden mechanics of power and the raw human cost behind the world's most guarded institutions. Today, we pull back the curtain on the desperate containment strategies surrounding the York family and the brutal calculus of a monarchy that never truly forgets. For years, Prince Andrew lived the exact life many imagined a royal prince would live: grand residences, military ceremonies, luxury, status, and constant, unquestioned privilege. But today, the contrast could not be more dramatic. The once high-profile Duke of York has almost completely vanished from public life, retreating into total silence while controversy continues to shadow his name. According to royal insiders, that silence is very intentional. Andrew has reportedly been staying at Wood Farm Cottage on the Sandringham estate in Norfolk, the same secluded farmhouse where Prince Philip spent much of his retirement away from the formalities of palace life. Unlike Buckingham Palace or Windsor Castle, Wood Farm is surprisingly modest. There are no grand gates attracting tourists, no ceremonial guards, and no glamorous royal atmosphere. Just quiet countryside, narrow roads, trees, and isolation. For Prince Philip, that isolation represented freedom, but for Andrew, many believe it now feels more like exile. Ever since the latest scandal surrounding him exploded into headlines, Andrew's public life appears to have collapsed into complete uncertainty. Following reports that sent shockwaves through the media, he quietly returned to Sandringham away from cameras and public attention. Witnesses reportedly described him slouched in the back seat of a car as he arrived back at the estate. A striking, tragic image for someone who once stood near the absolute center of royal life. Since then, sightings of him have become extremely rare. There are no royal appearances, no official duties, and no carefully staged photographs. Nothing.